my phone did not want me to go live right now. Welcome back to the farm. Trying to get this mower down in the right place here. That's not the right place. That's the right place. All right. Welcome back to the live stream. Sorry we lost all you guys there for a minute. There is a bit of a technical difficulty in itself to get started here. We're getting ready to mow some pretty deep grass. Going in, there we go. Second, mow, and go. There we go. Nice. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Still going. If you joined me in this morning's live stream, we had this full day of activity planned, and nothing has changed. I'm still out here working. A lot of stuff going on. If I don't see your comment, I'm sorry. I'm operating a piece of heavy equipment. And hopefully I'm not going to turn it over. Yeah. So this offset flail mower is a blessing, big time, but it takes a little bit of getting used to. There we go. It takes a tiny bit of getting used to. So I'm over here and I'm mowing. This is a pasture that a lot of folks have a lot of questions about. Why you're not mowing hay on this pasture? Well, I'm not mowing hay is because it's not my pasture. I'm out here. I sold this piece of property. So the farm initially was 150 acres, and I bought 50 more acres with the intent on clearing off this section of pasture. And I'm going to turn the camera around so you guys can see where we're at. So I fully intended to clear this entire section of woods that you see to the right. However, I have not cleared that. And I ended up selling the property just because it was just too much for one guy to maintain. So I can't see your comments. Now I can see them. Good deal. This is the most stressful lap that I will turn. So I guess it's probably the worst lap for me to have conversations. But this is the most stressful lap that I'll turn. Because I'm right on the edge of the field here and the mower is offset out to the side. So in order for me to maximize my mowing, I want to get kind of up under the trees a little bit. So that's what I'm doing. I'm looking off under the trees as I mow. And man, you can see back there, this thing does an awesome, awesome job. I'll take this first lap pretty slow. We're running about 4 miles an hour right now. It seems way faster because all this is going on at the same time. And then I'll speed her on up on the next lap. So the first lap I go around counterclockwise and I mow myself out a path. And then subsequent laps I'll go clockwise all the way around this field. And this is about a 5-acre field. Trying to see your comments. Does it have a floating setting? It kind of does. So the rear is in float right now. However, you've got to watch it. When you're mowing on uneven ground, you got to keep an eye on it. So you can have it in the float setting all day. Man, I wish this stinking comments would go through. I'm having technical difficulties here. So anyway, you just got to keep an eye on it. Especially this first lap. Now you'll see, I'm gonna turn the camera around. You'll see I'm right up here in the trees. This is a little bit stressful. That was a good scrape down the front of the new tractor. Gotta love that. Just did the full service on this TYM T1104. Absolutely awesome machine. Super, super happy. No problems. Comfortable. Air conditioned. I came in, I worked out on the skid loader for most of the day, especially looking for the limbs. Yeah, I worked out on the skid loader most of the day today, and that thing beat the tar out of me. It did. We'll have a YouTube video coming out on that pretty soon, but it whooped my butt. I was tired. I don't know if any of you guys have ever ran a wheeled skid loader, but that's a young man's game for sure. Alright, whipping her around here, making a very sharp turn, getting in the woods a little, and then we'll back up. So, the cool thing about this is that it mows just as good backwards as it mows forwards. The sun's going down on Appalachia. I'm in a field of eastern gamma grass and a little bit of broom straw. That's what we call it around here, broom straw or broom sage, not desirable grass. So that's one of the reasons also I'm not mowing this for hay. I am watching this because I'm right on the edge of a ditch. If I get too far to the right, I can gouge into the dirt and tear up the tractor. So I gotta keep a close eye. This is fun. I enjoy this. Burning diesel, baby. Burning diesel. So this is one of those little side jobs that I pick up. Folks asked it, what do you do for a living? Well, this is part of what I do for a living. Is pick up some side jobs like this, doing a bit of mowing. Tonight I'm paying for cheeseburgers. Okay, now I've got to bring the mowing deck inward a little bit because we're out right on the edge of the road. This thing mows like a zero turn. So you guys can see the roads right here. We're right on the edge of the road. There's a big old sign on this thing. It says stay back 300 meters because it is it slings the trash and debris. I'm surprised we're not picking up any litter right now. There's my neighbor. Surprised he's not watching me. I'm surprised we're not picking up any litter right now because typically the sides of the roads here in North Carolina have been just covered with litter lately. I don't know if it's too lazy to go. I don't know. You guys tell me. In your neighborhood, in your area, do you guys have a litter problem? A littering problem? We do have a littering problem. There was a water bottle that got kicked out the back. If I lived up here on this road, I think I would try to pick up all the trash that I could. There's another cup, another water bottle. My theory is it's the same people throwing out trash every day. And obviously they live on this road, so why in the world are they throwing out trash on the road? It's like throwing trash out in your own front yard. It just stupid in my mind. I don't know. I try not to use that word, but it is. It's just pure stupidity, ignorance, whatever. I'm being paid back for all the times that I threw trash out when I was a teenager, and I shouldn't have done that. I was a little sarcastic teenager, thought I knew everything. Let me give you a clue, guys. If you're a sarcastic teenager and you think you know everything, you don't. Alright. Remember my buddy Joe. I have to get Joe out here and teach him how to mow. So I'm off over an edge right here in an embankment. That's where this thing really shines. That's where that float is dropped off over this edge. Super, super cool. When we get down here, I'm going to turn the vehicle around, turn this mower around. You can tell I'm a little uncomfortable. I've not mowed this thing on steep angles yet. So, good stuff, good stuff. It's a beautiful evening, guys. It really is. Hopefully, being here on the channel will take you guys away from whatever craziness is going on in the world today, man. There is some craziness going on. constantly falling. Ooh, Daddy, hold on. There we go. Like I said, in reality, the sky is not constantly falling. There we go. Got to get my float right. Now my neighbor's kids, look at this. My neighbor's kids, you can't see it. They're throwing a football back and forth across a busy highway. I don't know about that. It sounds like something I would have done when I was a kid. I remember one year on Super Bowl Sunday, I was a mischievous young man. Super Bowl Sunday, my brother and I decided it would be funny to lay bamboo sticks, bamboo poles across the highway in front of our house. That was not funny. We're lucky we didn't get beat up. Alright, so I got a sign that I just came upon right here. I'm going to bring in my mower arm. Hopefully, come on in, baby. Come on. Raise up. Bring her in. Okay, bring her forward. See that sign? I'm trying to navigate around that sign. Back out. Down again. Ready to mow. One thing you got to pay attention to is what I call the angle of the dangle. This thing's dangling off the back of the tractor, and it has to be at the right angle for the ditch. So we're kind of mowing. You can see the land goes up that way right here. So we got to get the right angle of the dangle. Yeah, flat earth. I just saw somebody's comment. I can't see all your comments, man. Angle of the dangle. All right, yeah, we got some beer cans on that swipe. Nice. Used to have a buddy that littered all the time. Every time I rode with him, he was always littered. His name was Travis. Travis always littered, and I would tell Travis, man, why are you throwing stuff out? He said, look, man, I ain't littering, man. I'm throwing all my trash out in somebody's yard right now. I'm going to tell my neighbor, watch me, I'm live. He can't decipher what I'm saying. I'm live on YouTube. Oh, goodness. So anyway, Travis would throw stuff out. Travis would always be throwing trash out. And he would throw it in people's yards. He's like, man, I ain't littering, man. Somebody pick that up because it went in somebody's yard. So it was acceptable to litter as long as it went in somebody else's yard. Go Travis. I don't know if they have internet in prison, but I think poor Travis, I think he might be in prison right now. I hate to say it, poor fella. Man, that's looking nice back there. Look at that. This thing cuts so awesome. I'm so happy to have a cab tractor. Outdoor Matt, what we got in here? We got all kinds of folks. For some reason your chats aren't coming up. Now they are. I see somebody says Outdoor Matt. So we're just kind of cruising. I just wanted to take you guys along with me as I mow. After I get off of here, I'm going to go over, if you guys aren't following the channel on Facebook, I'm going to go over on Facebook and do a little live stream over there too. I do a little work on Facebook from time to time, and you guys will, if you follow over there, you'll get some little pictures and stuff on Instagram and Facebook that you don't quite get on YouTube. So there's extra stuff stuff. I call YouTube the big show. YouTube is the big show, and all the peripheral stuff that's going on, it gets on Instagram, it gets on Facebook, along with the same videos. They all go over to YouTube also. Pretty cool. So we're back in the trees again. You can see the brush. I've got the mower not as offset as it was. I'm pulling it in right now to get me out of the trees and scratching up my shiny new tractor. But it's a tool. If I drop a screwdriver, I don't cry. So why would I cry if I got into the trees with a tractor? Something just... I just hit a deer antler and the whole thing just jumped up. That's weird. I hit a deer antler and the mowing deck caught it some kind of way and lifted up. That's up my cut. Whoop, get out of the trees, Demi. There we go. I know why. There are 3 levers right here, guys. Each lever performs a different operation. One lever is the float lever. The other lever is in and out, so I can bring the mower back behind the tractor or outbound. And the other lever is the hydraulic top link from ABI Attachments. Hydraulic top link is awesome. If you don't have one on your tractor, if you don't have a tractor, it doesn't really matter to you, but if you don't have one on your tractor, get one. You'll never regret it. Totally cool. Totally cool. So the phone is on a suction cup mount. That's why you have the imprint of the phone on my farm fencing shirt. Some more sticks. Man, look back there. Look at what a cut this thing does. And we're moving on pretty good. I'm finning to bump up into a higher gear. Expect a video in a week or so. We're going to put this thing to work on the new land that I just cleared. We're going to mow it for the first time. Always exciting finding all those new rocks. And after that, we're going to teach you how to sharpen and maintain the flail mower, because there's a whole lot of questions about a flail mower. This is not a conventional type mower. This is a flail mower, which means it has a big drum with little teeth that basically look like little axes, and they're just chop, 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 chop. They're just chopping up, pulverizing, and mulching all this grass. This field is fantastic. If you've been watching the channel for a long time, this had trees growing all in it. I had a forestry mulcher guy come out. He mulched those trees down. This is a briar patch that we're going through right now. That briar patch has since become the most luscious grass in the pasture. I mean, this field has really, really turned around, and all I've done is I've put lime down one time, and I've been mowing, intensively mowing like 4 or 5 times a year. There will be a house right here in the middle of this field that I'm mowing. This is where the folks that bought the land, this is going to be their retirement. So they're going to be retired right here across from the Stoney Ridge. I foresee an awesome friendship. For sure. Great people. So I did make some money on this land deal. The way I did it was, if you guys are curious about making money in real estate, and on a farm and in life, you've got to diversify your income in order to be successful. In my opinion, and I've read a lot of books on diversifying income. Hang on, let me get through this. There's a book that's out, and I used to have a link to in every video. It's called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's about what my mirror. Collected a mirror. book, the precipice behind the book is a college-educated man and a man of the street, a man about the street. And which one was more successful? One of them was a professor, and the other one was in real estate. And if you guys have ever read that book, let me know. It is a fantastic read, an easy read. You can get it on audiobook. It's called Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Which brings me to the point of selling the land and making a little bit of money. So this was a strategic purchase. I knew I didn't want a trailer park right beside where I live. I live in a mobile home. Nothing against it, nothing against trailer parks, nothing against that. I just didn't want a heavily populated subdivision right beside where I live. So I was able to put a stipulation in the contract, no subdivisions, only one single family dwelling on this property. Pretty cool. And I ended up making I split the property, so I bought 45, almost 50 acres. I split it into two 25-acre tracts and basically doubled my money. That's it, man. That's how smart people make money, I think. I don't know. What do you think? It's a flange mower. It's a flail mower. That's what it's called. A flail mower. Any of you guys ever bought and sold houses? Any of you guys ever done any of that? You know, by the time I was 23 years old, I was 23, fresh out of the Air Force, did my 4 years, was an electrician, got out, and I started buying and selling properties at a really young age. By the time I was 23, I owned 7 houses. I really, a lot of folks ask, like, oh, what happened, you know, how do you make your living? How'd you make your living? Stoney Ridge? And I said, well, I went back to college and I got my nursing degree on my GI Bill, and I bought and sold houses, duplexes, triplexes, rental properties. That's what I did. I don't do that much anymore, but it's something that I think makes you a more well-rounded individual. And I enjoy remodeling, totally do, and I cannot wait to start building this awesome barn dominium project. I cannot wait, guys. The shop project, barn dominium project. I need a vote. You guys vote with me. Shop separate from the barn dominium or shop house combo. Do you do a shop house combo? I'm not married anymore, so I don't have to please anybody but myself. I would like a large, beautiful home that I could use a lot of my lumber that I mill right off the farm. So what do you think? All in one? I see Greg says all in one. So I'm on the fence about it. It's all in one or separate. Man, I like this tractor. This is awesome. Awesome to be able to go live with you guys. Big shout out to the guys at TYM for giving me a great deal on this machine. We're actually talking about demoing a similar tractor to what Al Lumna has on Lumna Acres, a T494, which is about a 46 horsepower cab tractor. So if we do that, we'll have all sorts of videos and information for you guys. In case you're curious, why buy from the big brands when you can get the same thing for 25% cheaper? I don't know. You don't buy a tractor for resale value, in my mind, and good gracious, all tractors resale values are awesome right now. Tractor sales are wide open. A lot of people say combos. I had a question. Your question disappears so fast. If you send it in a $2 super chat, I'll see your question. It'll pop up in orange and I'll be able to see it. Because I am riding in a tractor and I am bouncing. And you guys are way out here. You're like 3 feet away from me. So we are approximately 15% done with this 5-acre field right now. We're just rolling with this. Very, very nice. Getting into the thicker grass now, and wish I'm gonna have to go back through and read all these comments. I see people saying Tina's 100% right. Build a house and a shop separate from each other. Combo. Question. All right, hold on. I'm gonna stop reading this question. I had a question. Do you guys just feed the chicken mix that you make, or do you give them extras? I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I feed my chickens layer feed. So, and I feed them layer pellets. I don't feed them layer crumbles. They waste less if I feed them pellets than they do if I feed them crumbles. Yeah, baby. Look back there. Look how awesome. You can't argue with results like that. You can't help but smile with results like that too. You guys like my shades? These are my out on the town shades. I don't wear these a lot in the video because they're a little bit too fancy. Not quite farmer shades. I'm gonna be up tomorrow morning, just like this morning, at about 5 a.m. Got an awesome golfing course, yeah. Got an awesome video coming out tomorrow morning, guys. So, I don't know, we might do another live stream tomorrow. All this work that's getting done. Now, something that I've learned, a lot of times when you get to the end of a row, a lot of the old farmers will obsess about catching that last little piece of grass at the end of the row. Just wait until the end, and you'll catch that last piece of grass in one of your big turnarounds. So you don't have to obsess every time you turn around with getting every little stem of grass. Alright, speeding up here. It's a little bumpy right here. This used to be an old garden. It was tilled up. So no major malfunctions today. Nothing broke yet. Awesome. Hopefully I'm not jinxing myself. It's always a good day on the farm when nothing breaks. Because everything's constantly trying to break. Now, can you guys tell we're on a hill? This thing looks awesome. So what's everybody doing this evening? What you doing for the weekend? Thank you for everybody that says love the channel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm kind of cheating right now. I didn't post a video this morning, so I'm kind of cheating. This is... Do you think your ex-wife watches your videos? Yeah. Pretty sure she does, buddy. Pretty sure. That was a rock! The first time I came out here and mowed with the Flail Mower, the first time you mow any field or any pasture, you're going to find all those things that stick up in the way the first time. Maybe the second or third time too, depending on what kind of mower you got. So I just found a stump and a rock. Big ant hills. No, but if we had ant hills, this thing would be the ant hill annihilator. No, we don't have fire ants like, I lived in Utah for about 7 years of my adult life. Almost 10 years of my adult life. And they had huge ant hills out there. We don't have those big old red ant hills. Hard right. Nice. Very nice. Oh, don't miss a spot. It's kind of nice to be out here mowing and just having a live stream versus being out here mowing and flying the drone and hopping out and in and setting up cameras and doing all that stuff. There's a lot of work that goes into filming a pasture. I'll be trimming the fence lines tomorrow with the Ventrac. You guys want a video of that and show you how I maintain the fence lines on the farm? Got about 2.5 total miles of fence line here on the farm that has to be mowed and maintained to keep the trees from growing up and keep things from growing up on the pastures, growing up through the fences. I don't do any spraying. The only thing I spray on the farm is with an organic solution, and I spray the driveway. So, can't go live doing that. Then you won't hear anything. If the Ventrac had a cab, we could go live, but that thing is loud. This thing is so peaceful and quiet inside the cab. I mean, you can tell. It's just, you can tell there's a tractor rented, but it's just cruising, man. Just cruising. 168 people. Guys, let me tell you the biggest thing that you can do for me. If you watch a video and you like it and you think other like-minded people might be interested, like the tomato canning video, I think next week I'm making beef broth, beef bone broth on Food Fridays, Tool Tuesdays, all these videos. Share them with your like-minded people, with friends. If everybody that watches shares one video, it makes the channel grow. And it's really, it's how I can afford to do all this and bring all this to you guys. Really give you a sense of what it's like to start a first generation farm and all the hard work that's really involved in what goes on here. You're seeing it. Here it is, Saturday night, and most people are going out and getting a pizza or something like that and watching a movie. This is my movie, and it's your movie. So, bringing it to you, the real world. And it sure is nice to not have that sun hitting me in the face. I am wearing Crocs right now. That's how awesome. Like and share, people. Thank you. I am wearing Crocs. And I did shower, and I won't have to shower again tonight. Do you guys have chiggers in your area? Do you have those little mean, biting, stinging bugs that we call chiggers? I got ate up with chiggers this afternoon. I have bites all over me, like all under my arms, all over everywhere, man. I did not get out for a mountain bike ride today. It's just been too much to get done. I told this fella I'd mow this weekend, so I really like to keep my word, and that's more important than going for a mountain bike ride. Thank you, Tina, for the super chat. Appreciate it. Woo! Somebody says, hell yeah. I must have chiggers too. Oh, looks like we got ourselves a Dorito bag. Last time I did a video complaining about the litter here in North Carolina, the county sent a deputy out and put up signs. A litter enforcement area. That's results right there. It's pretty awesome. Whoop, what was that? I'm hoping we get a glass 40-ounce bottle. Those always make a fun sound. One bad thing about mowing a field like this, it's right on a corner. As you can tell, there's a highway here and there's a highway there. We're right on the corner, and I'll tell you, my county is one of the poorest counties in the state of North Carolina. With that being said, tires are very expensive, so I can understand why young people would see this field as an awesome place to cut donuts. And it becomes an awesome place to cut donuts. So instead of spinning out in the road and burning up tires, they come out here and do donuts in this field. How many of you guys have ever pulled off the side of the road and done a donut? I want to know. I know I've done it. And I'm getting paid back for all of the bad things that I did when I was a young man. Michael, thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. Woo! You get a woo too. Appreciate it, buddy. A lot of Canadian fans in here tonight. Those darn trespassers. I tell you, at least I don't go around making up fake videos about trespassers. Got a lot of that in this YouTube world. A lot of fake trespasser videos. I think I'm going to put her into third gear here and see what she does. We might be able to get away with running a little bit faster. Alright, fingers crossed I can run. Man, I'm running almost 8 miles an hour now. Here we go. That's some 6-foot tall grass out there. That eastern gamma grass and a little bit of Johnson grass. I want it to look good when I get done too. I don't want to leave a mess behind. Something tells me that second gear is the right gear. Let's back her back down. There we go. Folks were asking about the Batwing mower. By the way, hit the like button, guys. It really helps. Put the hammer down. Folks were asking about the Batwing mower. That thing was way too far gone for me to get in there and work on it, spend $5,000 on the stinking thing, and watch it fall to pieces. So I lucked up and I sold it to a guy that owns a Napa store. And Napa is where you go to get your hoses built. So sold it to a guy who owns a Napa store, and she's gone, but she went to the perfect owner, the guy that owns the things that you can make the hoses with. He owns all the tooling that you can make the hoses with. So that was perfect, man. Couldn't have been a more perfect. The stars aligned. And another super chat. $5 Dan. Woo! That's $5 Dan. Keep up the great work. Josh, work ethic. Appreciate work ethic. Thanks, man. Thank you. Appreciate it, buddy. I appreciate it. Man, look at how pretty. Let's turn the camera around. Yeah. You can really tell where we've mowed and where we haven't mowed. It's gorgeous out. Beautiful, cool evening here in North Carolina, man, in God's country. Let's see if I can wipe that windshield clean. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it's very pretty. One of the reasons I'm mowing this field is because hunting season is starting up here in the next few weeks, and trespassers will come, and they have plenty of cover in this tall grass. They can come out here and park their truck and hide. So they won't be hiding their truck with this. If YouTube, what's this say? If YouTube fails, what's your go-to plan? I'm a registered nurse, man, and I'm pretty financially secure also. Could easily go right back, start working in the hospital. And the farm is getting ready to start generating income. So, with the cattle operation, that's my go-to. So, I won't sweat it, brother. And I'm in close contact with YouTube. It's when you get to this level, and I think when you do good things and you're not a foul-mouthed, constant pain in the butt, constant thorn in YouTube's side or whoever's side, I think they recognize that. So, I mean, I've got some good resources at YouTube, and YouTube has been absolutely fantastic. Dealing with me, working with me. Google's been awesome too, guys. I can't say enough. And a lot of people just don't like Google because of its sheer size and its influence. But I will tell you, Google has their eyes open and they're watching rural content. They're watching farmers. They're watching Millennial Farmer. They're watching my neighbor Meredith over here. They're watching us. They're watching the Welker boys. Bryant's farming videos. They're watching all those guys, man, for sure. And they're watching the homesteading crowd. They know we're out here. think I'm a little bit different than most of your farm channels / homesteading channels. I'm a little bit of everything, you know. One week you might catch me cooking in the kitchen, making a brisket, and then next thing you know, we'll be out here mowing. It's a rural lifestyle channel. That's what this is. This is a rural life. It's real rural life. It's my dream. It's what I want to do. I want to live in the country, which was clearly explained on the first date I went on with my wife. And unfortunately, that saga had to come to an end. But another chapter in my life. Thank you so much. There's a new channel member there that's worthy of us hit the brakes. Stephen Jordan, new channel member. Thank you so much. Have you seen the egg excavator challenge Morgan started? No, I haven't. Mike's a good friend of mine. We'll be up there to see Mike as soon as we possibly can. I'd love to go to that Jeep deal. It's just hard for me to leave the farm really for anything. So I'd love to go up and see Mike and work with him, cut some firewood or something like that. Mike's got a great family, great channel. Mike Morgan, Outdoors with the Morgans. Guys, if you don't know him, go over there and say Stoney Bridge says hey. First one to say Stoney Bridge says hey gets a thumbs up in my world. They're great people, really great people. Salt of the earth. Not an unkind word. Mike was kind of the inspiration behind me getting my butt back into shape too. I was in shape, but I was shaped a little more rounded. So Stoney should do a podcast. This is a podcast, kind of. It'd be nice if I could take a call, wouldn't it? We'll start doing that again, where we could take phone calls from fans. Did you guys like that? We were doing that for about, I guess about 3 or 4 weeks on the channel, and I just stopped doing it because it got busy. But, oh, Daddy got a stump. My neighbor has a sweet 70-something, like a 70 Monte Carlo over there. I want it so bad. I've always wanted one. It's black. I wanted it black too. I gotta go over there and be like, yo, man, what is the I don't want to sell it price? He probably won't sell it to me. Unless I just busted his windshield with, with that stump I just got. Good stuff. 193 people and 141 likes. It's making me cry inside. Man, thanks for becoming a channel member. I really appreciate that. I was watching, so I'm a channel member on a lot of channels that I support, and a lot of the folks that have helped me along the way. And I was watching Cody, Wrangler Star, and he just bought a new place recently, and still kind of doing the same stuff. Some people don't like him, some people do like him. Anyway, I was watching him, and what was I going to say? He sent out a video just for channel members, and dude's got like 5,000 channel members. He's got like 1.7 million followers, which I understand that. He's got almost 5,000 channel members. Holy macaroni. That's crazy. Somebody just, Andrew, hold on, let me hit the brakes here. Andrew Scott, member for 27 months. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Andrew. Again, some people like Wrangler Star, some people don't like Wrangler Star. I will tell you that one of, well, it's funny. This is just kind of funny. I'll tell you, I was watching one of his videos, and I thought, man, this guy, what's this guy doing? It's like, I can do this. No problem, I can do this. I think what I've got going on is more interesting than a bunch of axes. So I started my channel. And now he picks on me because I'm from the East Coast and he's from the West Coast. I wouldn't be picking him. I hate it that all those wildfires are going on. That kind of puts a little bit of fear into you. For sure. What is this? Didn't want you to stop the tractor. Oh, I don't mind. Look at this, man. Look at the progress. This is awesome. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm not out here after dark mowing. Somebody said Wrangler Star at present is pretty cool. It's an acquired taste. Oh, man. Oh, it's good stuff. You guys are funny. You guys crack me up, man. I'll tell you what's nice, though, is getting a nice tractor and just sit back and smile and chat with 200 people. All right. So second gear high is the gear that makes her look like a golf course. Third gear low is just that much too fast. It's like 1 mile an hour too fast. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Where's the Badger's milk? No drinking and driving in the tractor, man. I don't mix my Badger's milk in my tractoring. I think maybe that comes from years of nursing experience. You know, I was for 13 years was an intensive care nurse in a trauma unit. Trauma was one of the units that I worked on. And I'll tell you, I've seen some nasty stuff involving alcohol and machinery, and children in machinery too, guys. So just be sure if you're riding your kids around on your tractors or your lawnmowers that you're being smart. Definitely not doing that under the influence of anything, and you're even though you're holding on to them tight, there's still room for very, very bad and sad things to happen. So I bet you every one of you knows a story of an old farmer type guy that was riding his kid or his grandkid around on the tractor fender, and then the kid slipped off. It just makes you cringe to even think about that. This is that garden spot that I was telling you about. We went over it last time. It's just rough and rocky right here. Hopefully, if I mow over this a few more times with the flail mower, it'll just level itself out like a tiller. People are looking at me like I'm crazy because nobody has ever seen a mower like this. Nobody's seen it. There's nobody around here that's running a flail mower. Everybody's running the old bush hog type mowers, rotary cutters. Howdy there, Josh. Howdy there, buddy. I've got to touch the screen in order to see the chats. We're up to 165 likes, and I bet you, if you guys set your head to it, you can get it to 200. I'll bet you we can get it to 500. If you guys set your head to it. There's one more, 166. Pickup sticks. Where'd your hair go? Dude, years and years of thinking have made my hair follicles just release hair. Just like deep thinking. I go through various stages of hair and beard, if you haven't noticed. But this is the most comfortable that I am. I'm way more comfortable with this bald head. Really am. And my power bill actually shows that I'm way more comfortable with a bald head. It's a little lower. Where about in Utah did you live before? I lived in several little towns in Utah. I was in the Air Force out there at Hill Air Force Base, and I lived in Layton, and Hill Air Force Base is in Layton, and it's in several little towns. I lived in Layton, Utah, Ogden, Utah, Clearfield, Utah, and West Haven. West Haven, Utah was where I lived the last time before I moved back. went back about 2 years ago, and I actually went there on my honeymoon too. Went to Moab and rented razors and had a really good time. I went back there, and every place I used to live is unrecognizable. It's all shopping centers and neighborhoods now. It's just crazy that what used to be onion fields and potato fields and cornfields, and I used to ride my bike way out there on the way far out west back roads. There would be fields of sunflowers, just gorgeous farms out there, and now it's all houses 5 feet from each other. So kind of sad, but I guess that's progress. Utah was a wonderful place to live, just an absolute joy to live there. Loved it. Never complained about Utah. I did leave Utah because every time I heard a bluegrass song, it'd bring a tear to my eye. It made me miss home, and I want to be close to mama. So I moved back here to North Carolina. I grew up in Southwest Virginia, in Martinsville, Virginia, about 2 miles from the way the crow flies, from the 2 or 3 miles from the Martinsville Speedway. And I grew up in a little area called Horse Pasture, Virginia. Beautiful, very beautiful place. And actually, my family's up riding mules right now in an area called Dougspur, Virginia. And anyway, Horse Pasture is only 15 minutes away, so I'm close to mom and dad. And you know, they're not old, they're not young. You know what I mean? So if they need me, I'm here. Shout out from Shenandoah, Virginia. Right on, brother. Pretty country up there. It's old Joel Salatin country up there. So what I'm riding through right now is a mixture of some of this grass I planted. Fescue grass, eastern gamma grass, and a little bit of Johnson grass. This was fenced. The cows would be over here. This is absolutely awesome. We also have some Lespedeza in there. And you learn so much about grasses as you own a farm. You start learning about what type of grasses are out here and what benefits they have. There's a little bit of milkweed in there, a little bit of wild millet, which the doves are really liking this time of year. And there's just some awesome stuff. Okay, slinger wide. I'm leaving a spot. I'm missing a spot right now. All you old farmer types are cringing. Oh, man. Just left a spot back there. I'll have to come back and get it another round. We also have to plan. There's a tree up here, and I have to plan ahead for that tree. So it's a wild cherry tree. It's the only tree I left in the field, and I left it there because there's a rock about as big as a Volkswagen right beside of it. So that marks that rock. I never have to worry about hitting that rock. Gorgeous. Look at that. Look what a great job this thing is doing. So this tractor is my Lexus, guys. I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. If there's one piece of advice I can give anybody, go on and start with a cab tractor. Go on and start with a TYM cab tractor, because once you go cab tractor, it's hard to go back. Alright, we're back in that bumpy spot. So the old man that used to own the property lived in this house across the street. And he was a character. I think he lived to be up in his 90s. And if you Google search Stoneville tornado, Stoneville, North Carolina tornado, he'll be the guy in the red truck. And that red truck was over there for a long time. He'll be the guy in the truck describing. He's driving through. He owned the hardware store in town, and he cut everybody's hair for years and years and years. So everybody knew him. His name was Willie. Oh, Willie! We're out here mowing Willie's field. Good stuff. I'm gonna make him an offer on this car. You guys got to see this car. Hold on, I'm a carophile, man. I am a carophile, and you guys got to see this Monte Carlo. Look at that. Oh, Daddy wants the Monte Carlo. I think that. What do you guys think? Should that be? Should that be part of the channel? We gotta talk that guy into selling me that Monte Carlo, man. Always wanted one since I was in high school. 57 Chevy Bel Air and an old school Monte Carlo like that. Both of them black. Like I need another vehicle. I love old 70s cars too, man. I don't know how nice it is, but it looks good on camera. I hope he's in there watching me. If he is, hey, pop your head out, man, if you're watching me next lap. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you're watching, brother. I don't want to say his name. Give me a thumbs up, yes, I'll sell. Thumbs down, no. Or mahalo if it's a maybe. Give me a maybe. Oh, we got the 200 likes. Thanks. Now next goal is 500 likes. Donkey's gone. I've still got a donkey. He's not in this field. I still got one donkey left. I got rid of the little male, the jack. So, in case you guys don't know your donkey terminology lesson for the day, a male donkey is a Jack and a female donkey is a Jenny. That's right, kids. There's terminology out here. How many of you guys know the cow terminology? Like a cow, calf, heifer, bull, steer, wet cow, dry cow, open cow. Somebody put them all out there. Put them in print for us. So let's talk about that. So, a cow. I typically refer to a cow as a bovine animal. I have 30 cows, but the actual term for cow means a bovine animal that's had a baby. That is a cow. Okay? An open cow is a cow that's open to be bred. In other words, she doesn't have a baby suckling on her. So she is an open cow. A wet cow is a cow that still has milk. A dry cow is a cow that doesn't have milk. A heifer is an unbred, never been bred, young female cow. Bull, obviously, is not the horns that make a bull. It's what's down there, it's what's in between his back legs that makes a bull, okay? A lot of folks think, well, that's a bull out there with the bigger horns. No, that's not a bull. So a bull still has his manhood intact. A steer does not have his manhood intact. It's a bull minus the manhood part. So there's some cow terminology. Anybody know some sheep terminology? What we got here? A chocolate cow gives chocolate. Yeah, brown cows actually give chocolate milk. 2 cents is what did I walk into? You're walking into an educational moment, sir. So put your 2 cents in there. Yeah, you're just learning. We're all learning. So that's interesting. Sheep, there's a lot of terminology. I don't know a lot of sheep terminology, but I soon will know sheep terminology because we'll have sheep next year at this time. Yeah, I know about the ewe. It's interesting, but some people get really, really sensitive when you say, well, I've got 30 cows. No, you don't. You have 4 cows, 7 heifers, 5 steers, and 2 bulls. Okay, buddy. I have 30 bovine animals. So we got bovine for cow, porcine for pig, neighbor, and what is a sheep? And a goat. I guess a sheep and a goat is in the same category. Well, you're naming types of cows like Jersey, Hereford. So what is a female sheep, you can sing the song, oh, black sheepy, got a ram, black sheepy, like, ram, got a ram, sheep is ovine. My Reolink camera just went off saying there's somebody down at the gate, the farm gate. That thing is super, super handy. I don't know if you guys caught the video with the Reolink cameras. I have Reolink cameras. They have a SIM card. It costs $10 a month for peace of mind, like nobody's business. I've got cameras all over the place. I can watch the deer. I can watch the cows. I can check the cows without having to drive anywhere. It's almost better than the drone for checking the cows. You know, for $50 a month, I got 5 cameras out there patrolling constantly, and if anything moves at any time, it instantly alerts me. Really, really cool. Oh, wrong button. One thing that I don't like about this tractor, it's a shuttle shift, so I push forward or push back, and the turn signal's right beside it, so I bumped the turn signal and had it on, and I just stopped the tractor. Nice. I think we might get this done. Hey, don't be throwing rocks. I think we might get this done, guys, before it gets dark. I'm going to let you guys go. Thanks a lot for watching. This is what's going on. I joined you guys. There was about this much light outside this morning when I went live, and there's about this much light now. So I'm going to put her in high gear and get busy. I'll probably be out here after dark mowing. I'll be mowing till about 9:30 tonight, I'll bet you. It's all right. It comes with the turf. I love it. I'd rather be doing this than sitting on the couch. Good times, guys. Wish me luck. Thanks a lot. Please pound the like button, jump in, subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you back, guys. See you next time. Thank you for all of your super chats. I really appreciate you. And your channel memberships. Take care.